Imagine living and farming in the mid to late 1900s, having to rely on old, rundown machinery, and then getting brought upon new upgrading practices that you aren't able to afford. This nowadays is what smaller farms are having to face and choose between what they want to upgrade if they're able to. I've experienced this within my uncle's farm in the past, working for him growing and also dealing with livestock. He, in the end, had to get rid of most of his livestock in order to keep up with upgrading and being the most efficient as possible. And then also the past 2 years I've worked at the consumer co-op in my hometown, dealing and conversing with farmers about their experience with how they upgrade their techniques. Differences in the level of success of farmers is seen by their will and ability to upgrade their practices. Two factors that go into a farmer's level of success is technological advancements and farming practices. First, I'll discuss to you about technological advancements. These are upgrades to techniques to help them increase the efficiency of their farming practices and to be successful. A bit I read from the Hills, a farm journal online, stated that technology has allowed farmers to more accurately monitor crops in fields in real time through utilizing drones and sensors. This goes along with less time for the farmers having to go out and check the fields on their own when they could just sit at the farm and maintain other stuff on the farm and not have to worry about what's going on in the field. Updating may be seen to be difficult to fit into the original practices that you're used to on a yearly basis, and they also can be hard to fit into the annual budget as well. On to my second point about farming practices. These are common practices that are most difficult to change for farmers throughout the years. Every farmer has different practices they do on a yearly basis, but in the end they have some similarities as the other next to them. Another reading from the Hills Farm Journal. Smart farming practices based on data collection will be benefited for water and soil conservation. This meaning that if we can monitor how we use our water and soil resources, we'll be able to be more efficient in the end and be able to use the land more. Changing in farming practices are hard starting out but can be learned over time. A reading from animalsmart.org, another online journal. Nearly 200 years ago, 9% of the population was growing and fending for themselves for food. Nowadays, there's only about 2% of the population in the US that's providing for the whole nation. As you can now understand how crucial it is for farmers to upgrade when possible, it is also difficult, next to near impossible for them to do that. New obstacles are faced every day by farmers when being the most efficient. Small farmers lost due to not being able to be the most efficient, and big farmers grow being able to upgrade. It is hard to understand how families of farmers take time out of their day to be a family and then also mix in their farm lives. This is why I think everyone should try to support a local farm.